This is Dave, foreign correspondent. What are your thoughts on Davao City Mayor Baste Duterte's statement that the West Philippine Sea issue is merely propaganda?
I think the good mayor of Davao City should do some extensive research of the West Philippine Sea issue. If you recall what our president, BBM, mentioned, the West Philippine Sea is not a part of our imagination. Truthfully, we did not encounter any significant issues with this in the past. If there were any, they were minimal. In fact, our fishermen have been fishing for how many decades in Bajo de Masinloc? That's the reality.
Hi, AdminRich. I'm Lizzie of BBC. My question is, what do you say about the Vice President's silence on China's bullying of the Philippine Coast Guard and Philippine Navy?
For me, it's really alarming. As the second highest official in the country, she's expected to safeguard our nation, including our territorial waters, or exclusive economic zone, and all other aspects. Some people will say that, oh, she's not even the Secretary of National Defense. I don't care. Because for me, regardless of your position and political affiliations, we must unite to defend our sovereignty and sovereign rights. Because I firmly believe that it is our responsibility as a Filipino, whether rich, poor, politician, or private citizen. It is our duty to protect our nation, including the West Philippine Sea. If Filipinos relinquish control over the West Philippine Sea, it will lead to a dismal future for the generations to come. That's a fact.
AdminRich, convince your fellow Filipino about the West Philippine Sea. Why do need to protect it? The floor is yours.
Well, the West Philippine Sea is not just a body of water. It is our lifeline. It is a source of sustenance for millions of Filipinos, providing food, jobs, and economic opportunities. It is also a vital waterway for regional trade and a crucial part of our national security. We must defend the West Philippine Sea because it is rightfully ours. It is enshrined in our Constitution and recognized by international law. The Philippines has sovereign rights over the area, including its resources. So, some may agree or some may argue that defending the West Philippine Sea is futile or even dangerous. But I believe that we must stand for what is right, even in the face of adversity. We must not be intimidated by those who seek to bully us or take what is rightfully ours. Our forebears, our heroes, fought hard for our nation. And now, this is our part. We should do our part also to defend the West Philippine Sea. We must not allow future generations to inherit a weakened and diminished nation. Because for me, defending the West Philippine Sea is not just about protecting our territory. It is about protecting our future. It is about ensuring that our children and grandchildren will have the same opportunities and freedoms that we enjoy today. Let us stand united as Filipinos and let us send a clear message to the world that we will not be backed down from defending what is rightfully ours.
I understand that some Filipinos may not fully comprehend how the West Philippine Sea could contribute to your country's advancement. Can you provide us with some reasons why it is important to protect the West Philippine Sea?
Thank you. To my fellow countrymen, defending the West Philippine Sea is paramount or very important due to these crucial factors. Number one, the West Philippine Sea falls within our EEZ, offering vast natural resources, a very strategic trade location, and diverse marine life. But of course, unlike China, we are not asserting ownership over the entire South China Sea or West Philippine Sea. We are just protecting our EEZ in the area we call the West Philippine Sea, covering 200 nautical miles. Number two, the West Philippine Sea is believed, not just believed, but I think it's really true, that there's an extensive oil and natural gas reserves in that area, with estimates suggesting that the contested Spratly Islands alone could hold up to 17.7 billion tons of these resources. Number 3, this sea is home to plentiful fisheries, contributing significantly to the world's total fish catch. Number 4, monetary value. In 2007, the Philippines' marine ecosystem were valued at close to $1 trillion, including coral reefs, seagrass, and mangroves. When considering other resources like fisheries, oil, and natural gas, the total marine wealth of the Philippines is estimated to be 1.5 trillion. How about that? Is it awesome? Number 5, the West Philippine Sea is a vital international trade route with over $5 trillion worth of goods passing through annually. Control over these shipping lanes could provide leverage over other claimant states. Additionally, it is strategically important for military operations as multiple countries conduct patrols in the regions. Yes, we must maintain the freedom of navigation in the West Philippine Sea. And furthermore, the West Philippine Sea is a biodiversity hotspot, supporting vital fisheries ecosystem and a diverse range of marine life found nowhere else on Earth. So amazing! So, the overlapping claims and disputes in the West Philippine Sea, particularly China's expansive 9-dash line, make it one of Asia's most complex territorial conflicts. Oh, 9-dash line? I think now it's already 11-dash line. So, it's just imaginary. While the Philippines asserts its rights based on approximately within the 200 nautical miles EEZ under international law, UNCLOS, the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. My fellow Filipinos, these are some very important reasons why we have to defend our sovereign rights in the West Philippine Sea. However, we are currently facing challenges due to China's aggressive behavior impacting our country. The claim of nearly 90% of South China Sea by a single nation is unprecedented and brings into question that the notion of owning a sea, a creation of a higher power intended for the benefit of all people. It is ironic that a country making such claims does not even acknowledge the existence of the powerful being who created this, who created the sea, right? They don't even believe in God. And yet they claim that they own 90%, almost 90% of South China Sea, knowing that the sea was created by the most powerful God above. So, very ironic. They don't believe in God, but they claim the creation of God. How ironic.